Hello, hello, brothers and sisters. I'm very, very happy this week. We thank you very much for the support you're giving us. We are really noticing that more and more people are engaging us on this show. You're sending comments, which is very positive. You're sharing ideas with us. That's what we've always been looking forward to every week. We need to comment and say thank you to all our viewers. Thank you to all our subscribers. Some of you also are really using some of our services. As you know, we are business people. Okay, we started this show not because we wanted to make money in business. We started this show because we wanted to give you a platform to express yourself. Africa has changed, and Africa is still changing. In fact, the U.S. Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, was touring Africa this week, and he made some comments. In 2050, the population of Nigeria will surpass the population of the United States. In 2030, the population of Africa will consist mostly of people who are younger than 25. Unfortunately, demented old men are still ruling Africa, and this is a problem. We started this show because we wanted to raise your level of perception. We wanted to create a future for the youth of Africa so that they can have a way to talk to each other, engage each other, and think about possible solutions for tomorrow's, okay? That's why we started the show. So we're thanking you very much. As for those who are interested in business, we want to encourage the youth of today to get in business. We also want to encourage them to get into profitable professions. And we're trying to help in that regard. We're going to be bringing people who can help you train in the area of pharmacy, medicine. Then even those who want to open businesses in healthcare, we'll be able to help you do all of this. We'll be able to help you develop policy and procedure manuals. We'll be able to help you write winning business plans, because this is what we can do. Because our goal is 2022 should be the year of the entrepreneur who comes from Africa. We want to help you to start a business that is very profitable. Healthcare is very, very profitable in the United States of America, and we want to help you to launch and operate profitable healthcare businesses. We have the software and we have the team in place that can help you with everything you need. So that's what this show is for. The talented 10th of Africans. Call us and we'll help you to launch a new career next year. You can call us after Thanksgiving holiday. We'll be there to work for you and help you get your business started. My phone number is 240-350-1131. Feel free to call. Some of you have been calling and getting me, okay? So feel free to call because we're on a mission. Our mission is to transform Africa. Without further ado, let's get into the news segment. We'll go straight to Ambazonia. Well, the killing goes on and the people are dying. But interestingly, the killing goes on both sides. Okay. Before, when this war started over 4 years ago, most of the people who were dying were the people of Ambazonia. But today, the killing is also on the other side. The Amba fighters, restoration forces have improved their game. They have come up with IEDs, which have really been a game changer in this conflict. With these improvised explosive devices, they break and damage a lot of military vehicles. You're going to see a whole lot of the damages on this show. A lot of the military guys are losing a lot of people. Let me give you a moment to watch the death of an important military person who comes from La République of Cameroun. You're going to see the corpse lying on the ground. They put him on the ground as if he's a useless person. Then you're going to see the video, the way they're putting his cadaver in a military truck. Okay, just take a minute and watch it.
What? Ma classe. Faut pas que ça se déchire. On va tirer un peu dedans.
So terror is now on both sides. Before, the La République forces were really having the upper hand, but things have changed. As much as the Amba fighters do not really have a lot of money, but they have been able to seize weapons from La République thugs, and they are using the same weapons to kill the thugs from La République. So now they look at La République soldiers as toy soldiers, like Boy Scouts. A lot of them are really dying. In fact, Dieudonné Estomba, one of the voices of reason from La République, has really been telling his people the truth, but it looks like they don't even want to listen to him. He's already telling his people to be prepared for a future without Anglophones, a future Cameroon where Anglophones will not be part of it. So he's already presaging what will happen pretty soon. But it looks like most of the people are not really taking him seriously, but we think they ought to take him seriously because the conflict is really getting worse.
We'll do more and more, promise when I plenty, when I support we will show when I plenty.
Me I be last born for no pity. I be second commander for wind damage, commander back boy. Me man no try.
Me I be butcher.
Highway don't start
First
so.
commander for wind damage. Man no try.
What? Me I be Sumanguru, man no try.
Naidis so me man no try eh.
Sumanguru no go play. Black format be this. Don't have any man who want fuck up. There go me we don't promise we now. We will do more and more.
Now what is this black?
And general damage. Now galong this we don't chop am.
Now direct.
Yeah, wind damage no the player. At the beginning this diaspora we promise when I so go do more and more. When I support we.
On both sides, everybody's really dictating, but we really praise Field Marshal No Pity. For the video of today, we really want to say special thanks to Field Marshal No Pity. If this war ends in the defeat or victory of Ambazonia, Field Marshal No Pity will go on board as an international hero. This young person has fought bravely, but this week we really commend his actions because there's so much infighting among the restoration forces. This is because they don't have a central chain of command, the way La République has. So everybody wants to be a ruler, everybody wants to be a king. Then, of course, there is the infighting, which really comes from the diaspora. A lot of the jokers in the United States and other parts of the world are manipulating the fighters on the ground, and this is creating a whole lot of chaos on the ground. So it is really taking away from some of the action the guys could have been taking to wipe off the thugs from La République. So when we saw Field Marshal No Pity on the ground trying to make peace and unify the forces in Bui and other areas of Ambazonia, we commend this effort because if this war is going to be won, the Ambazonian restoration forces need to start having a unified command, a central structure, a form of professionalism, because they need to behave like a professional army if they are going to get victory soon. Look at what the people of Tigray in Ethiopia have done. It's not been long. Because they are well prepared and better organized, they've been able to take this war to Abiy Ahmed, and even Washington has gotten into the act because they are afraid that Abiy Ahmed may be toppled anytime now. So that's what the Ambazonian restoration forces need to do. They need to start turning their backs on their sponsors in the diaspora and focus on unity. So let them listen to Field Marshal No Pity. Okay? We have a whole lot of videos. You can see the way Field Marshal No Pity tries to make peace among all the forces. They take their turns. Let me just give you a minute to listen to Field Marshal No Pity.
Whether they support me or they support any other group, me I've been a freedom fighter. No amount of money no day way when I send for SMU buy gun if you buy my life or if you buy any of these soldiers their life for her. Me when I understand so when I not picking work at the jajam head me as from today I be a freedom fighter. I want to tell you today sir when I just wait move the year now I work for down. Whether I join with the Woods group or down here, whether I 8 years or IG go my attack, I go attack. Now so at the table today. But me Elvis, I hear always when they talk. Me at the table say me be very careful because me I know say it call Isobu it say me Isobu go move civilians and force them say me they march against me. But I be not say he be an educated person. I don't ever know say if he dull this way because you know if he ever. Isobu say me go march against a military man or a La République soldiers. He go tell Isobu say me Isobu 4 soldiers and civilians and we gone. Me they come on march against a freedom fighter. I be so ashamed For una for diaspora way, una the work at the janjang or hit the fool me for down here. But I want to make a very clear today say when I not fit fool me at the work according to the way soldier for down one time my work. Confirm. Thanks una so very much.
Thank you for listening to Field Marshal Nopiri. He has really done a good job to bring all the forces together. Okay? This is what we want. But General Isubu seems to have been making fake propaganda against Nopiri. Well, Nopiri should not mind. Even Jesus Christ had people who were against him. So you can be a saint, sinners will still try to talk bad about you. So let Field Marshal Nopiri not worry about General Isubu. We think that's what will really make a big change. From Ambazonia now, we're going to take you to Burkina Faso.
Hey, yo, Shape, I thought you was going to take me to this place so I could get my taxes done. You know I'm trying to buy a new house. What's up?
Let's get it on. If you're searching for a house, call up my man Prince Ojong, the best in real estate. Take it from your guy Shape. When I say his services are the best in the states, word is born. He even take care of your tax forms, fat refunds. So come, get your business done. Consultations, financial organization, fast processing, no waiting. This man is amazing. The Prince.
Act now and call Prince Ojong at 240-350-1131. That's 240-350-1131.
Burkina Faso has also been in the news. This week, we saw the people rising against the presence of French forces. We've told you in the past that France is a problem in this part of the world. What is France doing in the Sahel? Well, if you don't know, they are fighting for resources. They may tell you they are trying to stabilize the security situation. It's true, the insecurity is fueled by the fight for resources, natural resources. France is mining most of these resources, and the people are unhappy. But when they saw their government, led by President Kabore, allowing the French to bring hardware, military hardware in their country, they did not like it because they knew that this military hardware will be used to kill people from Burkina Faso. So they reacted by going into the streets to start protesting. They even blocked a lot of these French vehicles. A big crowd made it impossible for these vehicles to move. And this is how people can show their anger against France. And we think the youth of Burkina Faso are a shining example of resistance, youth resistance against neo-colonial forces such as France. Okay? So we think we like what we saw, and I think their president needs to really apologize or even resign, because why should you be making friends with the devil? The French cannot really help you resolve the issue of insecurity. Bad governance is the cause of insecurity in Burkina Faso. If you can try to change from bad governance into good governance, the security situation will be addressed. So don't just focus on military hardware. It's not going to solve any problem. In fact, U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken said this also. I'm really happy he harped on the same point that we've been harping on this show. Things are not going to get better just by using weapons. If you use weapons, you kill people, this exacerbates the problem. It becomes even worse. So we should not think that by using military hardware, we can intimidate the people. No, the people have an indomitable spirit. They will continue resisting, okay? We don't want them to continue resisting. We just want peace. Next, we move to the Central African Republic. We were thinking that some peace is going to come, but it looks like the rebels have also been showing flexing their muscles. They've been flexing their muscles. And it seems as if they have been stealing food from different farmers. Then, in fact, the border between the Central African Republic and La République du Cameroun is really a very porous border. So there's a whole lot of chaos around that border. So you can see the security situation really deteriorating. So we don't know what the government of Touadéra is going to do, but we think the insecurity situation will continue reigning. In fact, Francois Bozizé needs to be brought to the table so that they can negotiate a peaceful arrangement. If this is done, I think it will bring peace in this region. Do not just use force to fight your brother. Ask your brother to come to the table. Ask him what he's angry about. You guys should talk. That's the way you resolve issues. That's how you have frank dialogue. But force is not going to solve a problem, okay? At the end, the people of the Central African Republic will be forced to come to the table. Their leaders will be forced to do so. Francois Bozizis has beef to pick, so he needs to be listened to, so some kind of peace can return to the Central African Republic. Next, we'll move to Congo DRC. We've covered Congo DRC a lot on this show, and you guys know why. Congo DRC is probably the richest country in Africa in terms of natural resources. Unfortunately, our ancestors are angry. We are cursed by our ancestors because they feel like we're allowing Western people to seize our resources for nothing. In fact, today, before we came to the studio to tape this show, we got some bad news. A police officer and some other people were killed in a mine, okay? Mines are everywhere in Congo DRC. People are trying to exploit the resources in these mine fields. But the working conditions are very, very poor, so a lot of times people die. And accidents like this occur all the time. But that's not really what we're worrying a whole lot today. What we're worrying a whole lot today is state capture. A story broke. A whole lot of journalists did a major study, just like WikiLeaks. They found out that the former president, Joseph Kabila, and his family have stolen over 138 million from the state by using a bank called Banque Gabonaise Française Internationale. This bank actually was formed by Omar Bongo in Gabon. Then it has the tentacles everywhere, like a lot of satellite stations in Africa. But Joseph Kabila, while he was president, used this bank to launder money. When he loots money from the state treasury, he funnels his loot through this Banque Gabonaise Française Internationale to the outside world. Then eventually it finds itself in the Cayman Islands and other nice places where money is hidden, Switzerland. So the journalists worked very hard. They put together a whole lot of documents. Then they saw that Joseph Kabila with his family, his brother, his sister, and the whole family have just been sucking the blood out of the Congolese people. A whole lot of money. And this explains why Joseph Kabila did not even want to leave power, because he was afraid of an arrest warrant against him by the international community. They forced him to give up power. So what he did, he made a deal with Felix Tshisekedi. In exchange for protection, he gave Felix Tshisekedi the presidency. So some of you were asking me on YouTube, what really happened? That's what happened. And Kabila is a criminal. Joseph Kabila is a criminal. He's a thief. He's a bandit. He has stolen from the people. That's a whole lot of money. So he's not alone. When you look at what Joseph Kabila has done to the Congolese people, the Bongo family has done even worse to the people. As we've told you in the past, Gabon is an oil-rich country, but when you go to Gabon, it's like a tale of two countries. You have part of the country that's for the rich, the French and the expatriates. Then the other part of the country is for the natives, who are poor, who live in very squalid conditions. Okay? That's the reality of life in Gabon. Most of the money in this part of the world is owned by the Bongo family. Omar Bongo started by having the Paribas Bank. Then he renamed this bank as Banque Gabonaise Française Internationale. So this bank is owned by the Omar Bongo family. So they loot the treasury and put the money in this bank, then they siphon it off to foreign shores like Switzerland. That's what has been happening. You look at somebody like Ali Bongo. We have a picture of Ali Bongo in a meeting, sleeping. This guy is a handicapped person. How can a handicapped person be running a country? What do you expect from a handicapped person? This guy should be in an institution. If we were in America, Ali Bongo would be in a group home, and there will be people taking care of him. Only in Africa will you see this kind of madness, where the French put him in there, they protect him, last time some soldiers wanted to take him out, they made sure that they squash the coup d'etat. But you can see him in a picture in a conference. You see the white people are listening and following, but Ali Bongo is just sleeping and snoring. What a president. That's what Africa gets. It's really sad when you look at what the deal the Gabonese people have to deal with. It's such a very bad deal. So this guy sleeps. What can he do? Somebody who goes to a meeting and sleeps, what can he really do for the country? Nothing. But the thing that he knows how to do is to collaborate with the foreign forces to steal the money of Gabon. And he does this very, very well. His father has done it for so many years. Now he has taken over and is doing the same thing. He makes sure he steals every election. He uses the money to campaign and bribe people so that he can win every election. But this guy is sick. He's really a patient. But the French don't want him to go away because they need him. They need him to steal the resources of Gabon and give to France. And that's his role. So this is what Banque Gabonaise Française Internationale does. It's a conduit. They use it to pipe that money out of Gabon into foreign markets. And it's really sad that the Gabonese people are bearing the brunt. Il faut toujours un perdant. Le perdant, c'est qui? C'est le peuple gabonais, n'est-ce pas? They said there's always a loser. Who is the loser in this case?
Now more than ever, it is critical that medical facilities utilize modern, reliable electronic health records. Introducing Alexia HTC, the innovative, affordable online solution for physicians and patients. Doctors' visits, diagnoses, prescriptions, and billing have never been easier. With Alexia HTC, you can work more efficiently with the integrated flexibility medical professionals need today. Schedule a live demonstration. Call or visit us at alexiahtc.com.
From now, we'll move from Gabon to Nigeria. Nigeria is a very big country, and we like talking about Nigeria because Nigeria is going to be more populous than the United States by the year 2050. In fact, the U.S. Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, is visiting Nigeria as we speak. And he touched on some of these points. He even talked about jollof rice, so that tells me the guy knows what is happening in the country. He compared jollof rice cooked in Nigeria with jollof rice in other parts of Africa. So that made me know that, okay, this guy really knows what is happening in Africa. But let's forget about jollof rice and talk about serious stuff. This guy is also worried about the security situation in Nigeria. Buhari made a deal, and this time America was able to allow him to buy some weapons. But do you think weapons are going to solve the insecurity situation? Don't take it from me. Take it from the U.S. Secretary of State. He's even saying that weapons are not going to be a solution. We think Buhari is just wasting the money of Nigeria by investing in these weapons. If you want things to be resolved, if you want insecurity to go away, you need good governance. And we think Mr. Buhari is playing games when he tries to compare the working of democracy in America with the working of democracy in Nigeria. It's not true. You guys know that there is really no true separation of powers. The way if Buhari always interferes with the courts, and most of the time he does not even respect the decisions of the courts. In a place where there is real separation of powers among the three branches of government, each branch respects the other branch. But Mr. Buhari gives the impression that he does. Now you look, a few hours ago, President Biden was sick. He was to go to Walter Reed Hospital for a procedure. He transferred his powers to Kamala Harris. When the procedure was done, he retrieved those powers. That's how it works in a real constitutional state. But in Nigeria, it doesn't work that way. In fact, a lot of the Igbos leaders were telling Mr. Buhari, we think now it's time to free Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu needs to be freed because it will do us a whole lot of good. But what is Mr. Buhari's response? That's a tough question. If you look, a lot of the papers in Nigeria are really clamoring. They are really asking for the release of Nnamdi Kanu Because Mr. Buhari is turning him into a martyr of freedom. Mr. Buhari is turning him into a hero. Why focus so much attention on this young man? It's uncalled for. There are better things Nigeria can do instead of wasting money bribing Kenya to capture Nnamdi Kanu and bring to Nigeria for trial. What's he trying to prove? If what Nnamdi Kanu is saying is a lie, then prove him wrong. Apparently, the guy is saying the truth, and they say the truth hurts. That's why Mr. Buhari is angry with Nnamdi Kanu. But we think if Mr. Buhari really thinks he respects the separation of powers in a constitutional state, then let him do something as president to free Nnamdi Kanu. From what we gather in a lot of the Nigerian press, it looks like Mr. Buhari is planning to kill Nnamdi Kanu. But we think this is going to be a wrong move because it's going to create a whole lot of problems. By killing Nnamdi Kanu, Mr. Buhari is going to turn him into a martyr of freedom. And I think there will be no Nigeria as we know it after that. Because the Igbos have had it up to here, as they say it in America. And they're going to react, okay? They're going to react, and the reaction is not going to be pleasant. So we're asking Mr. Buhari to think twice before he takes such action. Because even Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer has written, the whole international press is really against Mr. Buhari. They are clamoring for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. It is making so much news this week. When we look at all the media in Nigeria, they are clamoring for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. So we think it will be a great gesture for Mr. Buhari as president to grant clemency to Nnamdi Kanu. Let him stop this kangaroo court, because the trial going on now against Nnamdi Kanu is really a kangaroo court. So we think Mr. Buhari should do the right thing and release Nnamdi Kanu. That will do a whole world of good to Nigerians. As much as Anthony Blinken is giving weapons to Nigeria, those weapons are not going to stop the insecurity, okay? A few days ago, we even saw pictures showing that Ambazonia fighters attacked Taraba State. That's a lie. Mr. Buhari made a first-hand deal with the government of Paul Biya. When the soldiers from Cameroun attack Taraba State, they play games and tell you, oh, they are Amba Restoration Forces. That's not true. The people attacking Taraba are forces from Cameroun. So we want to get this clear, okay? Get this clear. It looks like Mr. Buhari has given them carte blanche. The people from Cameroun can come in with weapons and kill Nigerians if they are looking for Amba fighters. If they suspect any Amba fighter is around, they can kill any Nigerian they see. And this is what is creating a whole lot of commotion. You can see in the Nigerian press, Taraba State attack is very, very viral. Everything is viral as we speak. So from Nigeria now, we're going to end the show by going to Sudan. Sudan had a coup d'etat over a month ago, but the coup leader has been forced by the international community, the United Nations and the United States, to reinstate the Prime Minister, Abdallah Hamdok. So as we speak, the Prime Minister is back, so the transitional government is back. So you can see what people power does. The people of Sudan have been protesting for over a month. They have been dying in the streets. This tells you what people power can do to dictators. Eventually, America had enough and said, okay, Mr. Junta, come out, bring that guy out and restore him to power. If not, we'll come after you. That's the ultimatum the United States gave to the junta leader in Sudan. And you know, the guy relented to the US pressure and decided to reinstate Prime Minister Hamdok. So, in this case, we think the people have won. Whenever the people win, we'll clap for the people. And we think this is a mark of a good thing. And we thank you very much for the show of today. We've taken some time to explain to you what is happening. But we're working on a live show. So the live show is coming very, very soon. So just be ready. After Thanksgiving, we're going to introduce the live show. And we'll always tell you when the show is coming. Some of you are our friends on Facebook. If not, check us on Facebook and become our friends so that we can share information with you. If you've not subscribed to this show, now is the time for you to subscribe, because subscribers will be receiving notices of live shows. So if you subscribe, you'll be able to know when we're going to have a live show, so you can come live and debate the issues. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
Medical practice software is too old. Indeed, all the programs are built on MUMPS, technology of the 1950s, and the programs cost too much money. Epic and Cerner cost billions of dollars. Meditech costs thousands of dollars too. In fact, that's why we created AlexiaHTC.com, a new and free EMR/EHR for doctors. AlexiaHTC.com is built for HIPAA. Yes, magical one-screen technology, ease of use, quick charting, amazing e-prescribing, tight labs integration, multi-office difference, because we believe doctors and patients need a break today. Be the first to test drive AlexiaHTC.com. You have nothing to lose, you have everything to gain. Act now. Call 240-350-1131. Alexia Care Corporation at AlexiaHTC.com. Selling a service or a product? Need buyers? Use the African Nation TV as a channel to reach many viewers. Act now and call Prince Ojong at 240-350-1131. That's 240-350-1131. Act today.